Good morning. Hi, everybody. Now we are talking from Sudan, as usual, telling you about the internal situation which is going on my beloved country, Sudan. We know that nowadays there are new events have happened inside our country and outside our country. And in spite of we know that all these matters which is going on around us are a result for the chaos which is happened inside our country. For example, take the matters that have happened in Niger. It is a normal movement from the people because they have seen that the government is not taking care of them and is trying to interfere in Sudanese matters. And this movement from them reflect their objection for the acts which is going on by the government because they are recruiting people so as to go to Sudan to conquer the government over there in a shape of supporting the RSF so as to be a leader over there. Besides this, also there is matters happened in Chad and Central Africa and Ethiopia also. We are not glad on that, but we want to elaborate that Sudan is not alone on the field of this war. What is going on, it is going to affect most of the surrounding countries and especially the international economic situation, because it is known that our country export gum from it to the world, and gum is one of the essential part of making medicine and something connected with cosmetic. So the people nowadays, or the managers of the international companies that care with the medicines and cosmetics, are very surprised of the war and trying so as to interfere to solve the matter. Besides this, also the matter of water and electricity in our neighboring countries is taken care also, and there is a cut and blackout of most of those countries. The matter is not the internal issue of Sudan, but also it is international matter that concern all the world. Here, I want to tell the people that our country on the field of the war is not alone, and what is going in the Sudan, the world have recognized that it's going to affect all the international matters, and it is known also worldly. Sudan has been and also up to the moment is called the world basket food for its good lands and their very famous and active people who take care of plants and vegetables and everything that concerns the living of people. Also the water, the Sudanese Nile, which goes from Uganda to Ethiopia, cutting Sudan to Egypt, this very long river, it is very essential for all of us, and also the rest of the world is taking care of it because also the Sudan is making good from it through agriculture. What we cultivate from our land, we export it outside. So the people must understand that the Sudanese issue is not for Sudanese alone, but it is for all the world. All the world should cooperate, especially the international organizations. Due to the silence which we notice from the international organizations, just like the UN and the international that take care of the humanitarian matters, they are silent. They do not condemn the atrocities which is going on from the RS on the Sudanese people. Now we are recovering, and the capital Khartoum is going to return back to its normal because the army is going well. Besides this, in spite of war, electricity and water in most of Sudanese areas in Khartoum are still running. This was astonishing the world. When there is a war, It means that there is no electricity, there is no water. But now in Khartoum, the water is on, is available. Electricity in most of the areas is available. And some areas, just like Karari, the people over there have returned to their normal life. The other areas are going to go back to their normal life by the time. I see that the plot which is had been made so as to destroy our country and to divide it has fallen. And most of the tribes of our country, which consists of 584 tribes, are now have understood fully the plot, and they are doing their best so as to unite the country together to defeat the RSF. Now we are all united against RSF, and all the rest of the Sudanese government, localities and states are standing on one line so as to defeat the RSF. Now we see that the fleeing of the individuals is increasing, and they are running out from the capital after the very big pit from the army against them, and most of them have surrendered. In spite of, we see that the media, the big media, they have got in neighboring country, which spread lies over the people, telling them that the leader of the RSS is alive and he is visiting his individual in different places, and that is fake. It is not true. He is completely dead. And most of the leaders of the RSF have passed away. Most of the soldiers know this fact. This is shows and reflects why they are fleeing the battle of war and running back to their places so as to be safe. We thank Allah because this war have shown us our society who is supporting the unity of the country and who is spying on us so as to divide the country. And by the time we are going to clean our lines well, so as to have a very clean society, and this will help us so as to make the coming government democratic according to the results of the elections. We hope that this will make the world take lessons from the international internal matter of Sudan, so as to not to make a room for those who want to make disruption or destruction and devastation on your land, because such people who are paid by the international band, they do not take care. In spite of most of them, of these spies are from our land. They are Sudanese like them, like us, but they do not respect their patriotism. They just look for their internal or special interest. They just want to have money. They just want to do everything that is good for themselves. They do not care of the safety and security of the Sudan. We ask Allah so as to have mercy upon them, and we ask them so as to come back to the Sudanese family, to be useful man, and try to cooperate with the rest of the people so as to build our country again. We feel that now we are good and we are stronger than the past, and the future is very good for us and for our people. Thank you.